I've come to believe that in life we go through certain situations that are not planned for, just for the name of God to be glorified. We go through certain things that are just too hard on us, but at the end of it all, if we are patient enough, we realize it's for a purpose. I was a little girl about the age of 3 when I lost my dad to an accident, and myself and the rest of the family were left to my mom. That was the beginning of life. Welcome once again. My name is Fumi Shoyomi, and this is A Woman and More. I know a lot of people are wondering, so what? What's our business with you? Uh, Losing your dad at 3 years old, and what do we have to do about that? You don't have to do anything about that, and I'm not saying that gave me trauma or that made me go crazy, but I'm saying that helped me to learn a lot about my mom. Maybe if dad was there from the beginning, the trouble, the stress, the everything will be shared, and we probably don't even realize how much mom did or was doing. But because she was left alone, I was able to see in a different light what a woman can do. I was able to see in a different light what a woman is capable of. And I was able to see in a different light the power, the grace, the ability that God has endowed a woman with. And now it can be used to the advantage and to the wellness of others around them. My mom had to go through a lot and put herself back through school to get better job, to get better pay so that she can make ends meet for her children. For us, we didn't actually know what was going on. As much as we know, we were just having everything we wanted. We were just having everything we needed, and we were living life. And it was like everything is being done. But growing up, becoming a woman myself, having kids myself, I was able to come to the realization of what was happening, at least to an extent. I might not be able to tell a story the way she can tell a story about herself, but I start to learn that she went through a lot to bring me to where I am today, to bring my siblings where they are today. And I normally would joke with my brother and say, oh, we were the poor kid that was bothered up. I know a lot of people might not understand what that means, but in Nigeria, where I came from, sometimes you call some people butter kids. That means they were well taken care of. They grew up in maybe an affluent home or rich home. So we will joke like we had like the poor kids that were buttered up. And that doesn't mean we lived in affluence or we had everything. That just meant that we were not rich, but my mom provided everything we needed. My mom made sure she made arrangements for everything to make her life easy, to make her life better. And we were just enjoying the moment. I remember as a little kid, my mom had a friend that works in a publishing home. And that was where my love for reading came by. And he will bring us books from the publishing homes, different books that have been published by different people, and just come and dump it on us. And we will read and read and read. Like every time, vacation time, we always have enough books around us to read. And that was one of the things, resources that my mom did work for and put on our feet for us to just be able to be someone, to be somebody. And I know I will go to school, I will come back different from here where you get loan for schooling. Over there, we don't get loan for schooling. Your parents just have to be able to pay for schooling. And I will go back home during vacation. I just tell her, oh, mom, we're resuming so time. This is how much my school fees is going to be. This is how much my books are going to cost. And that is it. And when it's a week to resumption, I go back to her. I'll be like, where's my school fees? Not wondering how she was able to get it. Not wondering what amount of work she was working twice as much. She was selling things and doing businesses, and it was just awesome. All this story is not for the fact that I got everything and I still have everything, or I'm just privileged and all that, but is a little bit of myself. For those that listen to me every day, to know that we all came from somewhere and it wasn't so fun, and we all came from somewhere and it wasn't so easy, but we are here today. So what are we doing? What are we doing? And I tell you, the world is not an easygoing place. If you're one that is going to be distinguished among many other people, then it's not going to be easy. I learned a lot of lesson from just growing up and seeing what my mom does. But one thing I learned out of many is the spirit of resilience that she had. The spirit of resilience that she kept going. She kept going even when things were tough. She kept going. This woman put herself through school, kept going back and back and back till she got a master's, and did not ask anybody for anything. And in the midst of that, we were being taken good care of. In the midst of that, she was doing businesses. In the midst of that, she was establishing herself, buying shares. And I just want to ask us women today, myself inclusive, what are we doing? I'm not saying we should go ahead and walk ourselves to that, or we should just keep going, but I want to tell someone today, you might not be in my position, you might not have a story like our story, and you might not be experiencing anything close to what I'm talking about today. But I'm telling you, whatever it is, God has put in you all that you require, all that you need to go forth, to be strong, to be resilient, and to take that which is yours, and to establish that which is yours. But the thing is, what are you doing? What are you doing presently? Are you just getting by and complaining about everything that is happening around you? My mom could have sat on a spot and complain and be a grade 2 teacher and complain about what is not working for her, how the system is not working for her, how she has no help around her, how nobody is coming to her aid, how she's going to feed these kids and all that. But she didn't. She picked up herself and she thought of, what can I do differently? What can I do differently to cater for these kids? What can I do differently to become somebody myself? And that was what she did. And today she's enjoying her life. She's living peacefully in her own little space because she did all the work. It's high time we wake up and know that excellence is in us. Whatever we need to do to succeed is already in us. God made it that way. But if we don't tap into it, we're going to remain in one spot. As women, let's learn to be more. Let's learn to be more. Let's wake up and be more. It's hard. It's not easy, but you can walk through it and be successful. I learned the act of being resilient. When it's not working out, when it's hard, that is the time I really want to go the most. Because I know that when it's like that, that means there's something. There is something spectacular. There is something unique. There is something beautiful at the end of that tunnel. Whatever you were going through, it might not be like my story. It might not be like other people's story. Your story is unique to you. But whatever you're going through, no matter how hard and uneasy it can be, you have what it takes to go through that tunnel and come out seeing the light and shining. Don't just be a woman. Be more. Be more in everything you do. Believe that you have more in you to give. Believe that you have more in you to show. Believe that you have more in you that can give you excellence and success. Be more. Charge yourself up today. It's almost the end of the year, but it's not too late. If you've not been doing nothing and you're not picking yourself up, please pick yourself up right now. Reflect on where you've been, where you are, and where you want to go to, and start making plans. either for the rest of this year or start making plans for the year to come. And when you start making plans, start setting goals. Set goals that you can reach. Set goals and start going for it. We are in a place where we want success for our nearest future. And much more than that, to impact the generations to come positively and for God. So if you've not started, it's not too late. Start now. 2 months down the line, you have a choice to set a goal, to make plans, and go for it. Because you have what it takes to be a woman. But much more than that, you have what it takes to be more. So go out today and reflect, make plans, set goals, go for it, and be the woman that's more. Have a wonderful day.